Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
On the set. Cross field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20. Down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10.
Hey, confused.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Chargers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down and 8. Duggan. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Duggan will look to throw this. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Ready. Strike. Check strike.
Lance now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw is Duggan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Down Beckham Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
Ready?
Now Lance. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Duggan now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Duggan looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Cowboy territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, a run by Spiller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Duggan to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the Cowboys force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never brought the play action fade.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Throwing, Duggan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Palmer going in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Running behind center is Vaughn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Down. Back. Hut.
Now Lance on the option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Trouble, 38. Hut.
Working from the gun, Lance. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Okay, Frank. Ready.
On the option, here's Vaughn. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And now they'll throw with Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Lance now on first down. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down. Dugan trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. That's caught by the rookie, Quentin Johnston. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Dugan, he's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Shotgun now for Lance. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This defense tried to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Now inside the 25 and down to the 19-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Dugan going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Cobb to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the option right is Lance. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Heck no, bro. This guy may have just quit. I'm not playing Mud at all, bro. This is a franchise, dude. I don't really respect Mud at all just because most of the players just spam meta and abuse the game. And I play realistically, bro. I see what this guy said, but this might be the end. He may have just quit, bro.